So the other day, we went through that road right over there where the bus is coming from. I don't know if y'all see the bus. That was the back way. Not the back way, but that's the way we come to go to my sister-in-law's house. That bus comes every day to pick up the workers. There's like 2, 3, 4 workers out here at the ranch. And it comes all the way from town. Picks them up. But anyway, that's the back road, or that's the road to go to the actual town. We didn't take this road over here to go to grandma's. This is a straight shot to my grandma's. I think this is my sister-in-law's, one of their fields. From what I understand, they planted some beans, but it hadn't rained and a plague of grasshoppers came in. They were the only ones that had the beans available at the time, and the grasshoppers came in and swarmed and just ate all their plants, all their crop. So they didn't have anything. So I think he said he decided to plant wheat instead. So that's what they've got there. This is an old hacienda. That's what it's called, la hacienda up here. I don't think anybody lives here. Just people take care. There's animals there. They just come take care of the animals. But the guy used to be a pretty wealthy man, from what my mom says. They lived in that house. Let me see. Maybe from up the hill we'll be able to see the house. Pretty wealthy man, and they just abandoned that place and just left it, and there's no more. What do you say, horse? That's a pretty horse. So beautiful out here. Of course, the fencing. A lot of rocks. And there's a lot more up there in the mountains. From what y'all saw in that other video I posted, there's a lot of rocks. Let's see, there's the house. The stables and everything are back here, but the house is right there. That's where the man used to live. According to what my mom says, I'm not sure. I'd never seen anybody live in that house, so I don't know. Supposedly, we talked to my sister-in-law's parents earlier, and they said it looked like it was gonna rain, but honestly, I think, let me see if I can roll the window down. I think all the rain pushed back that way. It's pretty dark over there. Looks pretty rainy. That's probably where everything went. I don't mind though. Rain and no rain is still amazing out here. You know, I'm going slow. I need to speed it up just a bit so I don't catch the darkness, so I can show y'all where my grandpa used to have his fields where he'd plow and have his cornfields and his bean fields and everything. I want to say my sister-in-law has her parents, her brother, they have that pasture right back there. I think that's where they have the wheat, if I'm not mistaken. I'm saying wheat. So don't misunderstand me. I don't want y'all to think they're growing something else. There's a good view of the ranch from up here. Of course, you got, let me see if I can pinpoint the church from here. That's the church right there. Oh, shaky, the truck's shaky. There's the church. The river, of course, is nice and grown. It's awesome, look at that. It wasn't that big yesterday. The river comes from over there. That's where I was yesterday with all those mountains and stuff. On the other side of that hill. That's where I was at the dam. Me and my cousins actually used to walk this road over here just to, when we're not bored, but when we'd want to get away for a little bit, we'd walk. It's a good little walk from Grandma's house. Probably about as far as where the presa was yesterday. I'd say more or less. And part of the reason we'd walk, it wasn't all the time though, it wasn't too busy. As you can tell, traffic is pretty scarce over here. But we like going to the store and getting candy. So there's two doors. They don't use them anymore, but there's two doors. There's one down by Grandpa's house and there's another one up here. And we'd of course they keep the cattle guards closed, the gates and stuff, so whenever the cows are out, they don't get into the pastures and stuff, so they keep the cows grazing out here in this area. And just get them out right there. So they keep them grazing out here. So they close off these gates right here, like this one. We'd stand at the gate, and they'd give us money. Shit, we'd go to the store. We'd walk from here down to the town over there. And there's a little store, a little bitty store. My cousin owns it. And we'd go buy candy and chips and drinks and stuff. We'd be happy. Those are the good old days. Now, like I said, I think they're fencing everything off, trying to divide each other's properties. I mean, if you can tell right there, that's how they used to divide off the property lands right there with the rock fencing. That's just an empty pasture right there too. I wonder why they didn't plant anything there this year. These fields were always full. Downhill. We'd walk uphill and then walk back downhill, or sometimes we just follow the river trail. Of course, we couldn't get across if it was like today, you know, where it's grown or whatever, but when it was shallow, I mean, we just cross right over and just follow the river. That, and there's another behind those houses right there. There's a trail. One of my uncles lives there, or my mom's uncles actually. And they actually made a bridge to go over for times like this, or when the river started to flood. Just lightning over there. It's raining pretty good. And sometimes we just walk down the road and just cut behind his house and made it quicker. We'd walk right back there behind that little house, or there's a trail right there by that. I think that's a new building they made. I'm not sure what it is, but that road goes right by there, and that's where we'd go. Of course, we had all day. We didn't have anything else to do but get money and get candy or go swimming. But we couldn't swim when the water was like this. The current was too much and the water was too muggy. So we'd wait till the next day till it cleared out, cleaned up a little bit. Whoa, I want to fall down there. And I used to be able to distinguish my grandpa's field because he had a tree growing in the middle of it, but I think they cut it down. But I want to say it's this one right here. That's where Grandpa used to have his crops. The fence line right over there behind this tree, and it goes back to that fence line right over there. This is one of his properties. I think he rents it out now, but I don't know. They haven't really been doing much crop, and then the rain came kind of late, so I don't think they were able to do corn and stuff. Because the corn that there is, I mean, there's a cornfield right back there. That's pretty decent size for considering there's no rain. But I don't know about Grandpa's. Hell, that might even be Grandpa's. I don't know. Let me see, because there's a tree over there. I can always tell coming from the back way, or coming from from these houses over here, because I know it's not right by the house, because that's somebody else's, and then his was a perfect square. Let me see. You go around there. No, that was it. That's Grandpa's. That was Grandpa's old land over there. This is the neighbor's. Grandpa's, or my mom's uncle. They're the ones that plant this stuff now. And he had some more. I'm not sure where else he has lands, but that was the one I remember, because we'd always come help him over here cut the corn, plant the beans. I remember planting. He'd be pulling his mules, or the mules would be pulling his plow, and we'd be behind him counting the corn or the beans. They always get mad because we put too many beans. He tells us to put 2, 3, and we always put about 5, 6. We didn't listen. We didn't want to work. We're just out there to be little shits. Let's see if you can see. This is that back way I was telling y'all about just a while ago. There's a bridge right back there. It goes over the river, and it takes you across the river to the trail to get to the town over there. Of course, this is all. Mom's family lives over here. Her uncle and a couple of cousins, I believe. And this house right over here belongs to one of my dad's cousins, if I'm not mistaken. Got some sheep in the backyard. Yeah. Let's see if Grandma's waiting outside. She usually is. Maybe not today. It's already late. That and mosquitoes are pretty bad out here right now. Them damn mosquitoes. This is pulling into Grandma's right here. Shoot, it did. It did arrive. Look at the river. It wasn't like that yesterday at all. There's a lot of water today. It's freaking crazy, just overnight. So instead of taking this road to go pick up Conrad last night, I had to go that back way, or this morning actually, because we didn't want any of the river was grown. I didn't want it to wash me up. Anyway, that's the other road to come to Grandma's. Just figured I'd share with you guys.